lovely friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Holly Golightly. Welcome. If you see me hunched over out of frame weirdly like that, it's because my computer is here and I'm trying to read it, but I'm blind, so I can't see so well. Today's video, drum roll please. Where's my little sampling samples? I've got the ALKEMIA samples that I talked about in the ALKEMIA July sale haul video, and I'm going to be trying them out and sharing my thoughts with you. I'm going to give you the link to ALKEMIA's website as well as their Etsy shop, and I'm going to list all of the perfumes that I'm testing. If you hear any that are of interest to you, you can go to their website and just hit the little search icon and type in the name, and like I typed in age for Age of Aquarius and it just popped up the perfume and I am on that page, so you can do that. I'm going to start with the two that had come in this single packet, Age of Aquarius and Hippie Spirit, and then I'm going to move on to these three. What else should I disclaim? I'm going to be sampling directly on my skin. These are all perfume in oil, but I will also tell you what other type of format they're available in, if any. Because they're perfume in oil, I get the best idea of the scent of the fragrance if it's directly on the skin. So yeah, these dabbers don't really travel far enough to interfere with each other, so I'm going to be like spacing them out. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one we have here, Age of Aquarius, like I said, this is Mountain Mint, Coriander, Blue Lavender, and Dark Aged Patchouli. It's available in perfume extract and alcohol-free perfume spray. Let's take a sniffy sniff. I do like patchouli. I'm not sure about the rest of that though. So I'm just putting it on. Oh, the mint's very strong. The mint and lavender and patchouli, yeah. It's really minty. I imagine that if you picked up the alcohol-free perfume spray, this would be a great fragrance for the summertime. It smells very refreshing. When I inhale it, I almost get a cooling type of sensation. And then it's got just a slight hint of the coriander leaf, but not, or like, do they use leaf or do they use a flower? Does it have a flower? I don't know. I only know it as like the spice. So you get a slight hint of that. But it's definitely mint, lavender, and then there's definitely a rich patchouli base. So this is not going to be for someone who is sensitive to patchouli or lavender or mint. But you're safe probably on the coriander at least. But all in all, it's a very refreshing type of fragrance. Let's see if there's any information they have. They write, wild mountain mint, coriander, verbena, and mellow blue lavender bring a far out vibe to groovy green patchouli. So verbena thrown in there is definitely enhancing the mint for sure. It's this is like a joyfully eccentric individual type of scent for sure. If you like something with mint or lavender, and if you like patchouli, check out Age of Aquarius. Even if you buy something, you can always request. They give samples with your purchase and you can request specific samples, so maybe request Age of Aquarius. I recommend that. I do. I like it a lot. Alright, so the next one is Hippie Spirit, because if we're in the Age of Aquarius, we are definitely enjoying some Hippie Spirit while we're at it. This is Nag Champa incense, flowering cannabis, and dark patchouli again. I'm a little nervous about the cannabis note, just a bit, because y'all saw me struggle with that sweet leaf. Ooh, girl, boy, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So this one is definitely stronger, just in general, but it is an incense fragrance, so it's expected to be. I can smell the incense without even putting my nose to it. Oh, I didn't close it all the way, and I just got it on my computer. No wonder I could smell it so strongly. Okay. All right. This smells like head shop. Oh my gosh. Not even the head shop. This smells like the dusty record store, or the weird like vintage shop, or the weird like curio shop that everyone had in their downtown area when you were a kid. You know, the store, like the store where you would go and they would sell Nag Champa incense, or like used Doc Martens, or vinyl records, or just whatever weird stuff. That's what this smells like a hippie shop. It smells like a hippie store. It literally smells like hippie store. It's not like pot or anything like that. It's just, it smells like a hippie store. I can't describe it. So Hippie Spirit is available in an extrait perfume, the Ultime perfume, and the alcohol-free spray. The Ultime is the stronger, more concentrated perfume and oil. The extrait is the regular, I think 20, 25, 30% perfume and oil. They say a bohemian love fest of resinous head shop incenses, sexy skin musk, slightly dirty patchouli, groovy champa blossoms, and flowering cannabis. This literally smells like a hippie store. Like if you knew someone who opened a store in your downtown area, that's what this smells like. I cannot. They probably had beaded curtains, you know, beaded curtains. Maybe they drove like a VW van. That's what this smells like. This is not something that I would buy a full bottle of because I don't want to smell that way. There are definitely people out there who would love this. This is their vibe 100%. If hippie is your vibe, this is for you. This is so nostalgic though. When I was a kid, we had one of those stores, and like my friends and I would go like with, you know, to the downtown area of our town, a small town, and there was stores like just mom and pop shops, and they like sold stuff like Nag Champa incense, and we thought we were so cool with our incense cones, and like that. This was so really nostalgic. So anyway, that was Hippie Spirit. And my whole house smells like a Hippie Spirit because I spilled it everywhere. Let's see, last time I did a sampling video with ALKEMIA perfumes, I spilled one everywhere too, so praying this doesn't smell good because that just must be a thing. I'll link that video up here. All right, in the second set, we have 3. These 3 are all more dark, I think, more like resiny, I think, if I remember, because I know I looked up the notes for you before, but I can't remember what they were. So we have the Highwayman. This one I remember talking about. The Academy of Pleasure, and 1891, no, Forest Patchouli. I don't know why I thought it was 1891. So let's start with Forest Patchouli. I will try not to spill. Am I recording? Thank goodness, yes. Forest Patchouli. So, where is it? Okay, so Forest Patchouli says Siberian pine, balsam fir, mistletoe, iron distilled patchouli, and fire cured spices. So this sounds like it's going to be quite deep, balsamic, spicy. We'll see how it smells. Yeah, it's definitely balsamic, woody. Oh, make sure I have it closed. This isn't as strong as I was expecting it to be. It's very balsamic though. Smells just like like the balsam scented things you get at Christmas time. Yeah. So this is available in an extrait and the alcohol-free spray. And ALKEMIA writes, an untamed wilderness of Siberian pine, balsam fir, mistletoe blended, oh that's it, yeah, mistletoe, and rustic earthiness of iron, distilled patchouli, and fire-cured spices. So yeah, there is something that's still green, but just a little bit waxy. That's mistletoe to me. And there's like, I get the earthy part of what it's saying. So it smells like if you had a cabin in the woods and you had hung like a wreath of holly over the door and you were walking up to the door and you kind of get the scent of the air and the forest, but also like the dirt that's kind of kicked up, the holly wreath on the door, and then maybe the spice of anything that's been baking or something on the inside. It's really pretty. It's not strong. It's not really very strong. And it's not really very patchouli heavy at all. The other two had a much more patchouli presence than this one does, even though it's literally called forest patchouli. It's not really heavy on the patchouli note as far as I can tell. I would absolutely buy a full bottle of this one. I love woody, resinous, spicy, balsamic type of fragrances. This one smells like, it would be great to wear at Christmas time, or also perfume and oil are really good for distilling in, if you have like a heat, what do they call? Not, I mean, I guess some, not like a wax melt, but like an oil distiller. I have one, I put water and oil drops in it and it goes out into the air. I think that's what it's called, distilling, vaporizer, an oil, like a vaporizer. Yes. This would smell amazing done that way. I think I will probably save this for Christmas and do that with it. Yeah, very pretty. Not if you don't like woody scents, it's not going to be for you. But if you do like something with like a pine or balsam fragrance, forest patchouli. Very, very nice. Very pretty. I like it a lot. The next, we'll do Highwayman. No, I'm going to leave Highwayman for last because I think it's the strongest, so I don't want to be overpowered. We'll do the Academy of Pleasure. So the Academy of Pleasure, it says, is red and gold amber infused with cognac, cedar smoked suede, antique wood, and cardamom hashish coffee. Smells, everything is on my fingers, so I can't tell. This is masculine, very masculine. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the cedar. Cedar is always more masculine smelling to me than some other wood scents. Although I think that cedar wood fragrances can be totally unisex. It just is more masculine smelling, just in general. Like, that's just the emotional response it evokes. Let's see what else we can get. So it says, secrets from the private rooms, let me see, of an exquisitely debauched gentleman. Ooh, an indecent proposal of red and golden ambers infused with a bottle of fine cognac liqueur, a suede waistcoat hurriedly abandoned on an antique chair, a haphazard tangle of bergamot-scented linen sheets, cardamom hashish coffee, and a cedar-lined cigar humidor. As beautiful as all of those notes sound, I'm honestly not getting much else besides the cedar. Really nothing else. So this could be one that needs to develop, that really needs to have its time to develop on the skin. A lot of times when you get perfume in oil like this, it does take longer than perfume carried in alcohol to release the top notes and kind of get to its fullest point. Here I do get a little bit of bergamot or other citrusy note. And I am probably smelling either amber or cognac because it's something slightly sweet. No coffee note really, or cardamom hashish maybe, like, because it's slightly resinous and incensey. That's the scent. I mean, I'm not really smelling too much of that, but the slightly resinous scent could be from The amber could be from like a hashish note, could be from the cognac. It's mostly cedar wood though. I really can't say if this fragrance is bad or good. I'll put a notation on the screen here to tell you what I feel after I've worn it for a while and it's developed more, because with first impressions for this, I really can't make sure I have like a good amount. Yeah, sometimes, especially with really deep fragrances, they just, in oil, you really have to wait for the oil to heat up on your skin before the full fragrance profile is released. Apologies, I know that you're here and I'm not looking at you because I flipped the camera again. That was Academy of Pleasure, which I have all over my fingers. So yeah, even on my fingers I only smell cedar, and then the mix of the other scents. And then this last one, the Highwayman, I'm very eager because this one, several of these actually were on my ALKEMIA wish list. Some of the indie brands with giant catalogs, especially ones that maybe have a very large general catalog or else release pretty substantial seasonal releases. I actually keep like running lists of fragrances that I want to try from them either when they're released or when I get a chance when I'm not purchasing anything else, and ALKEMIA is one of those, so I have a wish list. So the Highwayman was on my wish list, the Academy of Pleasure was, and I think just those two, but dark patchouli is really nice. I would definitely buy. I don't know why I was doing that. So the Highwayman is antique linen, oak moss, gunpowder, and leather. I'm expecting it to be a fairly masculine fragrance. It's available in an extrait and alcohol-free spray. It's an irresistible mix of gentleman and bad boy. Riding leathers, dark night air, forest oak moss scattered across an old dirt road, fine linen lace, a trace of campfire smoke, and a pinch of gunpowder. So gunpowder is usually a slightly metallic, metallic-y, ashy kind of note, depending on the perfumer's choice. I really like gunpowder notes in fragrance, especially when they're done well. I really can't think of any that are done poorly. So the most famous one in, probably in just designer perfumery is in Flower Bomb Nectar. I didn't put enough on. I have a ton of perfume, I have a ton of oil on my fingers now, and it's like all over the bag. The bags is, and it's just like, they're like, no. Right. Definitely can get a smoky note. This could be the campfire smoke or the gunpowder. It's not really resolved itself yet. Oak moss, yeah, I get that. I expected this to be a much more leather forward fragrance, but I'm not really picking up leather yet. Not at all. But I guess leather is listed as a base note, so it could be that it's taking its time. Again, with the deeper fragrances, it does take more time to get the full scent profile to develop. This is a nice scent. This does not smell overly masculine. Actually, Forest Patchouli and the Academy of Pleasure were more like leaning masculine, if I had to say. They're all totally a gender sense, but the Highwayman is more neutral on that line, for sure. What does this remind me of, though? It reminds me slightly of Las Solideras, which I purchased in the same sale and I talked about before, but that's probably the gunpowder note there that's similar, but this actually smells like something I own from a different indie brand. I do know. It's a fragrance that I own from the House of Gloy called Plotter's Breakfast. They're not similar at all. Like, they don't have the same composition whatsoever, but they do have a gunpowder note, both of them. This smells like that. This is better than that, though, I think. Not to put the other fragrance down at all. That's not what I'm doing. Just I like this better, I think. Yeah. The Highwayman is going to be really good for people who like deeper fragrances. It isn't coming over as too strong or too intense. It's not too masculine or too like powerful. So if you like a deeper fragrance and you like a more of a fancy note fragrance or something that evokes more of like a fantasy picture than just like a straightforward floral or straightforward leather type of fragrance, try it. Try it. This is not even the most like hard to wear in ALKEMIA's catalog by far. Deus Ex Machina and the there's another one with metallic notes. They're both much more challenging than the Highwayman. This would be great for layering to make a lighter, sweeter scent more rich and deep. Yeah. I do like this a lot. The Highwayman is staying on my wish list. I will probably pick up a full bottle of this at some point. Most of these fragrances I think would do best in their Eau de Parfum Extrait or Ultime for the one that was available. The only one I would say might be good in the alcohol-free spray is Age of Aquarius. That would make such a nice alcohol-free, refreshing perfume mist. Beautiful. I would definitely try that in the alcohol-free spray format. None of these seem to be available in the Eau de Parfum version. And like I said in the video, the last video, the ALKEMIA haul video, I'm not sure if ALKEMIA is going forward with Eau de Parfum fragrances. I believe that the overstock may have been the last of those. So again, correct me if I'm wrong, or perhaps we will see in time, but I don't see them anywhere on the list here. Right now, just so that you're aware, if you don't follow ALKEMIA's social media, if you're interested in any of the July sale products, they're no longer listed separately on the site. You can find them on the Etsy shop or on the website under the last chance or last call section of the website. So there will be a list on Etsy. It's on the side, like on your left side here on like the drop down menu. On the website here, it's on the overhead like menu up here. You just find where it says last chance and click that, and it has the July sale items listed there. There's still Arcanum Experiments listed as I'm filming this. There's still last of stock monthly alchemies. There's still this mystery bags and vintage archive perfumes. There's still a few discontinued fragrances or last of discontinued fragrances, but it does not look like there's any of the sprays available anymore. So that's too bad. But there is still a chance to get some of those alchemies or the Arcanum Experiments. So check out all the links listed down below if you have any questions, or if you'd like to see or hear about any other specific indie brands. And I'm speaking specifically of Etsy type of brands where they're like small American, usually mom and pop type of brands where there's just one or two people running the show. Let me know in the comments below, because I'm always looking to try new brands or share the ones that I am familiar with. I'm happy to do so for you guys and for them, because they deserve love, and the more people giving it, the better. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think that your favorite from what I've shared might be, if you're gonna try picking it up, or if you want more information, I can definitely give you my further thoughts. Just let me know in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and of course hit the notification bell so you will know the next time I upload a video. I will see you then. Bye!